Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
It is like beyond an honor to be able to chat with you today. I'm buzzing. I'm so excited and so pumped about your new album, Queen of Me. It has such a good message, which I want to touch on later, but I know you're coming to Canada this spring, which we are absolutely elated about. And the demand was so high that you booked your shows and then you're coming back in the winter too, which I've never seen an artist do in the same year. So how are you feeling about all of this craziness right now?
Well, I'm feeling very embraced. It feels nice, I feel good about it. I'm 57, and uh in the years that I started, well, I mean, 30 years ago now, in record making, many, many more years in the music, as an artist. But the kids that would come to my concerts earlier on have grown up. So now at my age, those kids are your age, for example, or they're a lot younger than my own age group because they were kids that grew up, and it's like a reunion.
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm celebrating this reunion with everyone, young and old, and their kids. People are starting, now they're starting to have their own kids. Uh, so
Big
it's
old
just,
family reunion. Yeah.
yes, which is why I had to, why I really, it's important to put the sticker on the language notice on the album.
Yeah. I mean, I love that you have the Mrs. Potts things too there. I loved your performance with that. You've got Chip and Mrs. Potts, which is so
Oh,
cute. And your costumes were so amazing too. And I love your little security stuffy that you have as well, just to keep you calm. So obviously it's a very exciting time. Like you said, it's this family reunion that's happening. And I know I wasn't the only one that was saving up to go see you in Vegas. So I think it's so exciting that now you're coming to us and everyone kind of gets this accessibility. And in Vegas, everything's so much bigger and just so grandiose. And are there certain elements that you're taking from that show to bring on the road?
no, the Vegas show is a completely different production. So
Wow.
it's a whole new show, because the Vegas show does not travel. It's very much a stationary production, and I want
I was
some.
wondering how the horses would get to
Yeah, I'm not taking horses. Um, no, this will be it'll be just an entirely different show.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah, different show.
Well, one thing that obviously, I mean, one of my favorite things about you, aside from just your pure talent and all your music, is you are the queen of a look. You have these iconic looks that live on and seem to age well. Like, it's not like something where you look back, you're like, "Ooh, I shouldn't have done that." They stand the test of time. And, there's the Don't Impress Me Much, Leopard, I Feel Like a Woman, Any Man of Mine, Waking Up Dreaming, the Junos, another crazy look night. And I know that you take a big front seat when it comes to the creative aspect of your look. And I just wonder, like, what's your inspiration behind the concepts? What's your process behind it, and what's one of your favorite looks? Maybe a 3-in-1 question now that I think about it.
Well, most of the inspirations are coming from me just visualizing the way the song would look, whether it's an element, a location, a color scheme, something like that. And then the fashion comes into it because it's got to be practical. Is it going to be outside? It's going to be inside. What does that mean for the fabrics? What kind of lighting are we going to be able to have in order to make it all work and come together? So it's a process for sure. It's a production process. And so let's just take, I think a good example would be, well, okay, let's take a more like fashion orientated one. That don't impress me much. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm going to be out in the hot desert. I know that. I'm wearing stretch velvet, but it had to be midriff. It had to be sleeveless underneath so I could take the jacket off when I needed to go. So many practical things come into play,
Yeah.
right? Otherwise, I mean, you still have to be able to shoot. So
Yeah.
all these things come into what it is actually going to be in the end. We
And
wanted
it was an iconic look. It's one of those absolutely iconic looks where, like, did you have any idea at the time that you think, "Oh, I wonder if I'm now gonna be known for leopard print and, this is gonna take off?"
No, I didn't know that. It just kept going. Yeah, the leopard print just sort of stayed as one of my
Staples.
a little like a stamp, I guess,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. But it is my go-to neutral,
Mhm. Yeah,
definitely.
that is
Anyway,
and so is that and then to answer, what is your favorite all-time iconic look where you're like, "Oh, I wish I could wear that every day?"
ah, I oh, that's a good one. I something that I would want to wear every day.
Pretend it's comfortable. Pretend it's
Oh, pretend it's comfortable. Well, all the stretches were really good. Mark Bauer always made the very, the really lovely stretchable things. I think if I was to wear something every day, and it would be um, probably comfortable, is um, the white Grammy dress.
Oh, yes. Was
It,
that
it
the same one with the little the thing?
it had sequins on it,
Oh, okay.
and it was not. It's so light, and it feels like a pajama, but it's
Oh,
so classic.
yeah. A great silhouette too. Okay,
Yeah.
thing things are going faster than I imagined in my head. So I'm gonna give one more question. I want to just quickly find out what did the celebration look like after you found out The Woman in Me, Come On Over, and Up were all diamond albums? You were the first person to have 3 consecutive albums do that. What did the night look like when you found that out? Like, did you buy yourself something? Did you celebrate? What did that celebration look like to you?
Honestly, I at that point in my life, I wasn't I didn't have time to reflect on the enormity, sorry, excuse me, of that accomplishment. I was probably in production for a new video or something like that
Wow.
in reality. So, but now I can say that looking back at that and looking back at all of those achievements, especially going through the not just a girl documentary, going through all of that footage and revisiting the achievements, this is now when I'm able to absorb it and go, wow, that was an enormous moment in my career, but a huge achievement as a professional and as a person. It was um, uh, grueling and tiring and stressful. It's everything that it takes to have that kind of success. It's struggle.
Mhm.
And if you watch athletes or anyone on a journey to excellence or to it like some sort of pinnacle place, it's all blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, big time. I wish you got to enjoy that. I'm glad you can reflect now on it and kind of see how
Exactly.
huge it was, but I'm sure you're whisked off to, yeah, the next thing to just put in more work, which paid off because look at you now. Well, I had such a great time. There were so many things that I wanted to ask. You're just a huge icon of mine. I love just your pure feminism, but in the positive way that you put it out there. I love the Queen of Me album. It's this like disco-y, country, just self-empowerment album. And I'm so excited to see it when you come to Canada. And the vinyl's leopard print, which I'm so excited about. I love that too. So I love you so much. And thank you so much for everything you've done for women in country, women everywhere. We appreciate you and we can't wait to see your show soon.
See you there.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you.